In the SEC championship game, Texas lost to Georgia, 22-19, could be a turning point in the Longhorns season and potentially their playoff hopes. The game's most curious moment came in overtime when Arch Manning, a player who had barely seen the field all day, took the first snap for Texas. Despite his minimal involvement, Manning's presence felt like a metaphor for the more prominent "what if" that looms over the Longhorns season. Should Coach Steve Sarkisian have made the quarterback change earlier? Manning was only brought in for one play, which ended with him running the ball before Quinn Ewers returned to the game. The decision raised questions about Sarkisian's commitment to Ewers, who has struggled with consistency throughout the season. The Longhorns' offense had been stalling in the red zone all game, settling for a field goal in overtime after Manning's brief cameo, and Ewers remained at the helm. But even with Ewers back in the game, Texas couldn't capitalize, and soon, they found themselves losing 22-19 to Georgia. Ewers seemed optimistic after the game. "We had plenty of opportunities to go capitalize," he said. "Some games go that way. But it's cool. With the new 12-team playoff, we get to keep playing ball." Despite Texas' lack of impressive wins against top 25 teams, their 11-2 record has earned them a spot in the college football playoff. However, it's hard to shake the feeling that the Longhorns might not last long in the playoffs with the current state of their offense. Texas has struggled to run the ball, block effectively, and execute consistently. Ewers' health has also been a factor. He played through an oblique injury earlier in the season and dealt with an ankle sprain late in the year. But no matter his health status, Ewers needs to be great for Texas to thrive, and that hasn't always been the case. In their last 4 games before the SEC championship, Texas only managed 20 points against Arkansas, struggled to put away Kentucky, and had an unimpressive 17-7 win over Texas A&M. While the defense has been stellar, the offense has been inconsistent and prone to turnovers. Against Georgia, Ewers' second interception, which came with just over 3 minutes remaining in the game, was a costly mistake. He couldn't get the team in the end zone despite 3 first-half trips to the red zone, which ultimately cost them the game. How the College Football Playoff Selection Committee will view Texas' performance is unclear. Their resume isn't imposing, with wins over teams like Texas A&M and Vanderbilt standing out more than victories over ranked teams. However, having only 2 losses to Georgia should help Texas maintain a solid position in the rankings. The biggest question surrounding Texas is whether the team would be better with Manning under center. Manning has shown flashes of potential this season, including admirable performances against Louisiana Monroe and Mississippi State. He offers a running element to the offense that Texas desperately needs, especially with the struggles of the offensive line and Ewers' ankle injury. Yet, despite the quarterback's struggles in recent weeks, Sarkisian has remained firm in his commitment to Ewers. Texas fans must wonder whether the right quarterback is starting for their team. While Ewers has the experience, Manning may offer a new dimension to the offense that could help Texas go further in the postseason. If Sarkisian's decision to stick with Ewers leads to an early playoff exit, the debate over whether Manning should have been given the reins earlier this season will be intensely scrutinized. With Ewers at the helm, it's hard to imagine Texas making a deep playoff run.